Hey, welcome back. Today is January 27th, Wednesday, and on this post, I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets very quickly, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, before diving into Cardano, ADAUSD, and see what exactly has gone on in this market since the last time I've spoken. I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for this market for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on this market according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are watching me on YouTube, do subscribe. If you guys are watching me on TradingView, do follow me, as I'll be keeping you updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you guys do want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 4 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign-up and a qualifying deposit of $100 US, and I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm purely sharing my own speculations, opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you guys have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I'll try my best to get to as many of them as possible. Now, see what exactly is going on in the markets first. Bitcoin dominance up slightly over about 0.3%. So what this is saying to me right now is Bitcoin price action is dumping, but total altcoin market cap is dumping a little bit more than Bitcoin price action, yielding that slight increase in Bitcoin dominance. Think about it mathematically. Currently, Bitcoin dominance is still at that point I pointed out yesterday, still at a key support right now, the daily 200 MA. If the daily candle starts closing below this 200 MA, which is the orange line right here on Bitcoin dominance chart, I could expect Bitcoin dominance continue downwards. In that case, I would expect, generally speaking, better price action for altcoins as opposed to if Bitcoin dominance was trending upwards. Bitcoin price action had a dump earlier today, got supported by the daily 50 MA right here, which is the white line, which I said and been saying to be key support. So right now it is the first time touching the 50 MA right here. I would not consider this first one to be a touch, so this one should still be pretty strong support for now. If this support does not hold, the 3-day 21 MA is what I'll be looking at. In which case, I think it'll still be very strong support down there. It has not been touched before, and that is still going to be keeping this falling wedge pattern intact. It's just right below this bottom trend line right here. But regardless, if Bitcoin dumps, that could take the altcoins quite a little bit more down with it. The magnitude of that effect on the altcoins, like I said, would be depending on if Bitcoin dominance is trending upwards or downwards, and of course the magnitude of the change in Bitcoin dominance. Let's take a look into ADA and see what exactly is going on in here. Since the last time I've spoken, I think ADA has actually broken out of this rising channel pattern, or even had an ascending triangle pattern, depending on how we measure that initial price action there. But do take a look into my previous Cardano posts if you guys want to see what I said for reference. But right now on the daily time frame, there was quite a bit of bearish divergence here comparing this high with this higher high right here. However, with lower highs on the RSI, that's classic bearish divergence, showing me that the bulls are actually losing momentum at this point right now. But it does seem to me that it's running within an ascending triangle pattern. Ascending triangle patterns are still bullish patterns. 63% chance of it breaking upwards. Verify that stat on your own. If it actually does break upwards, I would have a measured target, which is taken with the distance of the opening of the pattern and then putting it back on top of the top trend line, which is the expected breakout points. The measured target here is about 55 cents. Measured targets are theoretical targets only, may actually be different in real life price action. So I will strategize accordingly personally. Now, there was bearish divergence on the daily time frame. There was also bearish divergence on the 3-day time frame. Okay, but the price action is able to actually consolidate within this ascending triangle pattern for now. The 3-day 21 MA is coming up. It's fast approaching. The slope has not flattened out yet, so that's a good sign. Currently about 22.5 cents though, so still some way down. On the weekly time frame, we were in overbought territory at about 87, but no bearish divergence, so at least that's a good sign that the bulls are not losing momentum in the weekly time frame from the last wave up yet. Okay. Now, as I've been saying, whenever I do see bearish divergence on a specific time frame, my conservative estimate is that the price action is going to meet the next closest moving average on that specific time frame. On the daily time frame, it has already came down to the daily 21 MA, which was the next closest moving average. However, on the 3-day time frame, it has not yet. So let's see if the price action, if the bulls here are actually strong enough to take off without it, or at least to consolidate some more until this moving average comes up to meet the price action, or would it just flop and drop significantly down to about 22.5 cents before evaluating what could be going on next? So those are going to be some of the possible scenarios here. Now let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios. Bullish case scenario, if price action breaks out its ascending triangle pattern and go towards its measured targets. Let's see if there are going to be any strong resistances between the breakout point and the measured targets. Would be about 50 cents area. That would be the 0.5 fib level as well. The 50 cents approximate area there. That could be key resistance between the breakout point of this ascending triangle pattern and the measured target. Let's take a look into the bearish case scenario here. Bearish case scenario, if price action breaks this bottom trend line, I don't see any close moving averages that's right underneath the bottom trend line here. The 50 daily could be approaching depending on when the price action breaks this bottom trend line as a part of the bearish scenario. And about the 25 cent area that could be acting as, that could be pretty significant support as well, and see if we can actually get a bounce from there. If the bearish case scenario does play out, as of right now, it does seem like I have to invalidate this ascending triangle pattern if it actually breaks down in the very short-term future, like within the next day or two. Then it does look like I would have to invalidate this ascending triangle pattern. But the longer it stays in here, the more time the daily 50 has to catch up and possibly be parallel with this bottom trend line and become parallel with this bottom trend line. And in that case, if that is the case, then if the 50 MA actually comes up to be parallel with the bottom trend line, then breaking this bottom trend line may not necessarily invalidate this ascending triangle pattern. So it just depends on the time it actually breaks down from this ascending triangle pattern that's a part of the bearish case scenario. Now, these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today for Cardano, ADAUSD. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know agreements, disagreements, feedback. I would love to hear them. Hope you manage your risk carefully, and if you would like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.